Kyrin was born during a storm that split the sky in two, an omen of a child carrying the ancient voice of command, a power so strong his words alone could bend reality. The royal council feared him, so moments after his birth, they wove a spell into his throat, sealing away his voice forever. Kyrin grew up mute, not a whisper, not a hum. But while they had stolen his voice, they awakened something else. He discovered he could speak through silence, not with sound, but with force. His emotions turned into invisible waves. His thoughts brushed against others like faint echoes. He became a quiet storm waiting to break. People treated him as fragile, but those who mocked him learned quickly, silence could push, throw, even shatter stone. Everything changed the day he met Lyessa, a silver-haired thief who tried to rob him in a crowded market. He caught her wrist. He didn't need words. His eyes did the talking. And suddenly she heard a soft pressure in her mind. "Don't!" She pulled back in shock. "You spoke to me." Kyrin shook his head, embarrassed, but Lyessa only smiled. "No, you spoke without speaking." She became the one person who truly saw him. Not as a cursed boy, but as someone extraordinary. Their bond grew in the quiet moments. The shared glances, the silent jokes, the unspoken comfort. Kyrin loved her long before he admitted it to himself. The Empire of Thalrix learned of the silent prodigy and sent hunters to claim him. One night they found them. Kyrin fought, silent blasts tearing through the shadows. But Lyessa was taken. He felt her absence like a blade in his chest, and for the first time, he wished he could scream. He marched alone toward Blackspire Fortress, the sky rumbling with every step. Inside the fortress, Lyessa struggled against iron chains. She believed in one thing only. Kyrin is coming. When he arrived, the guards rushed him, but his silence hit harder than any word. Walls cracked, armor crumpled. The air rippled with invisible force as he fought his way to the tower. At the top, the High Sorcerer pressed a dagger to Lyessa's throat and laughed. "You were silenced because your voice could destroy the world." And then Kyrin felt it. The pressure in his throat, the weight of a lifetime of stolen words. The seal began to split. He stepped forward, fury shaking the tower. His voice returned in a single earth-shattering word. "Stop!" The spell broke. The tower exploded outward in a burst of white light. Chains dissolved. Lyessa fell into his arms, trembling. "You spoke," she whispered, tears falling. "It was beautiful." He touched her cheek. "You were worth breaking the silence for." Kyrin never used his voice to control the world, only to protect the woman who had heard him long before he made a sound. They left the kingdoms behind and disappeared into a peaceful village where silence was no curse, no weapon, just a language they shared. And every once in a while he would speak her name, softly, gently, like it was the most sacred word he knew. Because it was.